Yes, welcome. Welcome to the Lord Petty Podcast. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate the vibes. Put this little guy on, otherwise I feel too weird hearing my own voice bouncing off the walls. How's it going, you guys? Did it feel good to hear a song other than that fucking Jack Harlow song? Is that song even out yet? Because I'm already sick of it. I'm already sick of scrolling through the talks and then seeing all the boring bitches lip syncing to it. I don't know if it's because I'm on these antidepressants and my libido's in the ground or something like that, or if it's just I see these models, I see these TikToks and shit like that, and I just go, ugh. Yeah, dude, maybe I need to get laid or something, get that shit back in motion, because I think about just the process of even going on a date or something like that, and I just kind of cringe. I'd rather be at home working on my book, honestly, or out bombing in some shithole, or doing this right now. I actually didn't go out at all this weekend. Last weekend, I went down to West 6 with my buddy Blake, and I think I'm dying from smoking vapes, dude. I've been at work, and I'll like sit there all day just like coughing up a lung. I never used to get that when I was ripping cigs. When I was ripping heaters, there's never an issue, dude. I've never ripped a whole fucking heater and like been coughing up my lungs. Like, yeah, I felt gross the next day, but when I smoke vapes, for some reason when I smoke vapes, then I just get everything stuck in my throat, and I just get all congested and pisses me off. I've had like literally zero appetite, dude. It's been weird. It's been a weird week, dude. The Kill Tony thing finally came out, and I got a ton of people just being like, "Oh, dude, don't worry about it," because I guess Tony was kind of hard on me. But like, I really, that's what that show is. That show is to go on there and them give you a hard time. And if it were any other guests, it would have. God, this thing is pissing me off, dude. I really need a producer, dude. I'm so fucking sick of doing all this shit myself. Does anybody want a job that I can't pay you for right now, but that someday is going to make a lot of fucking money? Come work with me. Because I'm tired. I think there's a glare in the camera right now, and I don't know how to get it away. And it's just like, dude, I got to do way too much shit to be fucking around with this glare right now. So if you know how to do shit, if you know how to contribute, come holler at your boy, because it's only going up, dude. You think I'm going to stop now? Look how far I've came, dude. You think I'm going to stop now? Like, what do you think's going to happen? You think one day I'm just going to be like, oh, no, I don't feel like doing this anymore. No, dude, it's only going to go up. And you feel that weird feeling you get when I say that? You know what that is? That it's your own insecurity. That's your own pride, because you can't be happy for some reason. You're like, oh, fuck yeah, he's right. Because he might be a D-bag, but there's something about him. Let's keep it real. I hope there's not, dude, I'm falling apart here. I don't want to do the audio anymore. I especially don't want to do the video. So holler at me, dude. Come make people feel insecure with me. We'll do it together. I get, maybe it's my own insecurity, because I'm not saying that I'm not insecure, but I always get a weird vibe from comedians. And I think it's because I don't put my mental illnesses on display. I don't do like very self-deprecating shit, because I haven't always liked myself, but I like myself. I've done a lot of work on myself, so I like myself. So I'm not going to get on stage and talk about, how big of a fucking loser I am, because I tried not to be that. So I get this vibe from comics, certain insecure ones, when I come around, it's like I'm stepping on their turf. You know what I mean? It's like these, like, you don't look like a comic. Well, my stepdad didn't look like a rapist, but here we are. I'm kidding. I've never been raped. But yeah, dude, it's like how really big rednecks. I feel like when I come around in the comedy circuit, just being who I am, I feel like a foreigner around a bunch of rednecks. Like, we don't like your kind around here. We don't like y'all employed people. We don't like y'all 401k having sons of bitches. We don't like y'all people with healthy relationships who like your parents. Get out my fucking nightclub. Or maybe I'm just imagining things, because honestly, nobody gives a fuck about anything. You ever like worry about your hair or something like that before you go out? Or you ever just start being insecure about something of your appearance, and then you just remember like, hey, when have I ever looked at anybody and gave a shit? That's why I drive a cheap car now. I told you it was a Porsche drove by me one day, and I was like, oh, that thing's sick. And then I was like, I will never remember this besides the fact that I'm telling the story. I'll remember it. But it doesn't matter. Like, nobody's paying attention to anybody. So other people don't exist, dude. You're the only real person. So it really doesn't matter what you do as long as you're not hurting anybody else. Everybody else is just NPCs. And I think that's the word for NPCs, like the bots. You know what I'm saying? I keep seeing a clicking in the audio over there, and there better not. If you get a loud pop in your headphones, if you're listening to this in your fucking cubicle or something, I apologize, dude. Hopefully you're watching the video. I really want to get the YouTube bigger because I've never really focused on YouTube, and I feel like if I would focus on YouTube, just like anything else I'd ever focus on, I gets to it. And that should be everybody's memo. You know what I mean? If you're going to do something, gets to it. So yeah, go follow the YouTube, and if you're listening to this or watching this, send me $1. Because if everybody sends me $1, then that's thousands of dollars, and then I don't have to sell ads. So send me $1, dude. I did that yesterday. I put that on Instagram. I said, hey, send me $1. And I made $47. All right. Not bad for a day's worth of memeing. That's how it should be, though, dude. If you can get... I think about that every night. Honestly, I think about that every night about what can I do? Because there's so many people and there's so many opportunities. How can I add some sort of value and just get a tiny little bit? If I can get $1 from every person. If I can get $1 from every person on earth, I'd be a billionaire. And what would I do with that billion? I don't need it, dude. I don't need $1 billion. I just want to be I want to be wealthy enough to where I don't have to take shit in some sort of work environment where I can't control. Well, it's kind of nice with my own. So coming from what I was going to say, I just want to be in an environment where I don't have to take shit from anybody anymore. But it's kind of nice. Like, so my new job coming from this blue collar background of them saying, hey, you better not be 5 minutes late and you better twist that wrench, boy. So coming from that environment to working in the finance world now to where they just say, yeah, just be here sometime between 8 and 10:30 and try to do at least 36 hours, but please don't go over 45 and just hit your numbers. It's like, what? That's allowed? I'm not going to have the fucking GM standing in the corner with his arms crossed, like staring at me eating a thing of cereal. Because I'm hungry, because I've been on my fucking feet all day, like assembling airplanes. Now I just sit at my desk and talk to people and close deals, and I make like 6 times as much money. Okay. Level up, dude. Level up, level up, level up. I heard something today, what was it? Every level brings new devils, and that made a lot of sense to me. Yeah, dude. Nobody said it'd be easy. Oh, dude, I hate my cat. I absolutely hate this cat. I feel bad. Because I don't know if she has dementia or something like that, because I've been Googling shit. And, when you start Googling your own symptoms, you got brain cancer and shit like that. So when I'm Googling the cat's, like... And I don't know if the neighbors can hear her, and I feel bad because I think I might have a new neighbor because I don't hear a bunch of stomping and fucking upstairs anymore, which is really nice. And so I feel bad if the cat's just howling all night and like somebody else can hear that. Because yeah, as soon as she wants nothing to do with me all day, she hides. She'll like shit next to her cat box, or she pissed on the floor. But that was my fault because I closed the laundry room door. And that's where her scat box is at. But yeah, she came home. Why did my voice just break? I came home and she took a piss and a shit on my bedroom floor. And then she just hid from me all day. And then the second I go down and lay in bed, she goes, "Aw." She just howls, dude, all night. And I've tried everything. I've tried turning on, I put on House of Cards for her. That cat, her name is Sasha. She's seen like 3 seasons of House of Cards. And then I tried putting, like, my sister sent me this cat diffuser thing. It's like a fucking bong for cats, but it's, well, not a bong. It's a vape god. And I plug it in right there, and it's supposed to release some sort of weird endorphins. I got to take her to a vet, and I've been meaning to take her to a fucking vet, but the thing is, I don't want to like traumatize her by picking her up. She just runs away from me, which I'm so not used to that because everywhere I've ever gone, I've been the fucking animal whisperer. And so I'm so worried about going and picking her up and pissing her off because then I think she's never going to want to have anything to do with me. I've been rejected by so many women, like you can't put a number on, but when I get rejected by my cat, that hurts, dude. That's pain. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do, dude. I'm going to admit something. You think I'm a piece of shit, but I didn't know what else to do. I opened up the door and I just say, okay, well, do you want to go outside? And she's a 14-year-old cat, so she probably has no business being outside, but I can't listen to her howl, dude. I can't be sitting there at my desk just like falling asleep and say, yes, I can't sleep because my cat howls all night. Like, what the fuck does that sound like, you know? And so I opened the door and I let her go outside and I was just kind of like watching her. And she went outside and was like, nope, and just came right back inside and laid behind the couch. So I think she might have dementia, dude. I think at this point, because I've had her for like 3 weeks now, and I think she doesn't know who I am. I think my cat has Bidenism. I think my cat has Joe Biden brain, dude. Because I show she doesn't remember shit. Like, she'll just go from room to room running around. And I'm not going to attack you, kitty. I'm not going to make you read off a teleprompter or anything like that, my little kitty with Biden brain. I got her little scratching pose and she looks at it like, huh. I give her catnip. She wants nothing to do with it. By the way, I wonder how many people catnip looks just like weed. So I wonder how many scumbags, like, if I can time travel and if I get to go back to middle school, I'm just going to put a bunch of catnip in a bag and I'm going to sell it to like all the people that listen to Young Boosie or Young Boosie, Little Boosie at the time. Little Boosie, everybody that listened to Boosie, so I graduated high school in 2008. Yes, I'm that old. Everybody that loved Boosie was just a certain type of person, and none of them graduated. Boosie badass. But yeah, dude. What do I want to talk about? Oh, today's Easter, dude. Today is fucking Easter. And I texted my family. You want to know why I'm so fucked up? I texted my family, and I was like, hey, miss and love you all. And they just left me on read. Yeah, that kind of hurt my feelings, dude. But it didn't really, because I'm really bad about texting back and shit too, dude. I get mad about everything that I do, you know? It's like I get all mad about things that, you know, it's like I even come on here, it's like I'll trash my ex sometimes, like, man, what I've done different. If she was just sitting around unemployed at the house, like getting fat, I probably would have went and fucked a bunch of other girls, honestly. I don't know, dude. It is what it is, dude. We always, nobody thinks they're the bad guy, right? Nobody ever thinks of the bad person. Everybody thinks, oh, my intentions are good. I meant well. I was getting screwed over. Me, I'm the victim, blah, 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 blah. I just got to face the fact that it's probably 90% of the times I'm the piece of shit. So when I'm saying, oh, comedians get a weird vibe from me because I'm not somebody that lives in my car, it's like, no, maybe I'm just an asshole. Maybe I'm just unlikable to people, you know? But that's fine, dude. I can't help that because I know with myself when somebody is greatly disliked, I find an interest in them because I want to know. It's like when I see these really rich dudes on TikTok with like their Bentleys and their shit, just talking shit, getting everybody worked up. They're like, oh, fuck this guy. I think back and it's like, okay, there was a time where I definitely would have looked at this guy and be like, oh yeah, fuck this guy. But now I legitimately try to be inspired by it. I try to think like, okay, well, hey man, if he pulled that off, then, you know, anything can happen. I mean, come on, think about it. It's Easter and we got rabbits running around hiding eggs because allegedly the Son of God climbed out of a tomb after being dead for 3 days and then ascended into the clouds. So people believe that shit and I'm not supposed to believe in myself. No, come on, dude. Fuck out of here. Yeah, that don't make no sense. Make no sense like two dykes swearing using dildos. Yeah, dude. I've never met a dickhead Mexican. You know? They're all just like super nice and the greatest coworkers you can possibly have. Like Mexicans are always just chill. They're just always so appreciative of what's going on. They're just super nice. Even like the hardest cholo, just like, hey, fool, you gonna eat some of my mom's taquitos? Or I'm gonna fuck you up, man. It's like even when they're being mean and scary, they're being like inviting and cool. Like I've never met a Mexican that I don't like. And that sounds like some weird pandering shit. Like I'm trying to be this PC. Like, come on, you know who I am. I'm not trying to pander to anybody. I'm just saying I can't think of a single Mexican guy where I'd be like, oh yeah, that guy was a real fucking dick. It's like, I think too, because I hang out at the comedy clubs all the time and I'm around these people. Like this one dude, this one idiot, he was wearing safety glasses. Like he had the safety glasses things. And he definitely, like, this kid's never held a hammer in his life, right? And I just asked him, just kind of busting his balls, like nothing. I didn't even mean to bust his balls. I thought it actually kind of looked kind of cool. And I was like, hey, dude, what's up with the safety glasses? He's like, oh, do you really have to know? And I was like, yeah, dude, I got to know. Then he just like turns away and starts like, hey, dude, so what's up? Like he just wanted to ghost me, you know? And I was like, okay, buddy. And he's like, yeah, see how insecure you are now? I own you now. And I'm just looking at him like, dude, why? And I literally said this. I was like, why is it the biggest dorks are always the biggest assholes? And then another comic was, well, that's because they get picked on when they're younger and that's how you become funny. It's like, well, I didn't really get picked on. I mean, I guess I did get picked on, but I never saw it like that. Thing, you know, people give me shit and call me pasty and fucking German or whatever. But yeah, I guess I got picked on. Now that I think about it, yeah, I got picked on quite a bit. But so it's weird after being in that environment a lot and then just going to the gym and the people that work at the counter, the people you meet there, like when I just go to like a normal bar, how just nice everybody. What I'm trying to say is I don't like comics. The worst thing about stand-up is the fucking comics, dude. These people are fucked up. But everybody knew that. And they got such egos. It's so crazy. It's like, dude, you're... And this is my pet peeve too when somebody gets on stage, they're like, something about me, and they just start talking about themselves. It's like, I don't know, dude. These people are all nut jobs, but I love them. I love them, and I wish they were nicer to me because I'm just fucking around, dude. Oh my God, 17 minutes, bro. This is brutal. I really didn't want to do this right now. Like I said, I'm sick of doing all this myself. I'm sick of doing it myself. I need to maybe when I start cashing them big boy checks with the new job, I'm gonna go just to somebody else's studio. I feel like I've taken it as far as I can possibly take it by just being ratchet, you know? Like I've uploaded my Kill Tony set and it has more views than the show itself. And then I'm literally just, I've been doing this shit like in my living rooms with a $40 mic, filming on my cell phone with like some cheap lights that I bought off Amazon. Or just like back in the day, I've literally just been laying on an air mattress and recorded a podcast. And I don't know, I'm kind of proud of that, I guess. I'm kind of proud that I was able to just do it all myself. But I think I need a squad, dude. I need a squad. That's what I thought I had that with my boys, with the DJ Cotton podcast. I thought that shit, I was convinced that I was like, okay, we found it. This is the formula. But then the boys didn't want to come along. I still love them to death, but you know, I would say, dude, I will take things. I will help anybody as far as they want to help themselves. God, that podcast was fucking funny though. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there was a podcast called I Don't Like It, I Love It by DJ Cotton. I think there's like 3 episodes still up, so you can go and listen to those. Dude, those guys are fucking hilarious. Like I was just the producer on that shit. I had a mic, but like I didn't do anything besides just put the shit together. Like the 2 brothers were just hysterical. Hands down the funniest people I've ever met in my life, but they just didn't want to do it, you know? Which is fine. And that's my toxic trait. It's like my friend Fat Sack growing up. This dude named Steve. Like he just wanted to go to culinary school and smoke his weed and like fuck his girlfriend and do his things. I'd be like, oh, Steve, you gotta get in the studio, man. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. Steve, you gotta do this. Come on, Fat Sack. And I was always so like pressuring on him until he resented me for it. And it took me a long time to really figure that out. Because I always think of myself as the supportive friend, but sometimes you're just an annoying douche and need to just leave people alone and accept them for who they are and the things that they want to do. So with that, I hope you guys accept me for being the idiot that I am, and everybody send me $1 so I can be a billionaire. And please, please, please go leave a rating. And whatever you're listening to this, leave a review if you can, and tell somebody. Follow me on IG at LordPetty_. And appreciate y'all. Deuces.